Hey guys, it's Kari. Welcome back to my channel. If you're not already one of my subscribers and you would like to be, click the button right below. Normally on my YouTube channel, what I do is essentially centered around music, but I am going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to start a mental health series, which is something that I am very passionate about and I feel like is very applicable to a lot of people that I know personally and a lot of people that they know personally, and I think everybody can learn a little bit from each other's experiences with mental health. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about 10 of my favorite anxiety hacks. Anxiety can stem from a lot of different things. I don't know if your anxiety is situational or if it is a symptom of an illness. For me, it's a symptom of one of my disorders. If you have ever experienced anxiety, you know that it can be absolutely paralyzing. So these are 10 of my favorite hacks, and I hope they help you as much as they've helped me.
Quick disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I have a great amount of experience with mental health so far in my 24 years of being alive, but
can't be held responsible if my advice goes to shit. Hack number 1, exercise and healthy living. It is true that exercise is one of the most underused anti-anxiety and antidepressants. If you don't know where to start, there are a lot of free workout videos that you can find on YouTube. Just literally type in fitness, kind of watch them, survey what's out there, pick one for you. You can do it right in your living room with absolutely no equipment. Generally speaking, eating healthy is a great way to just feel good all over. And when you feel good all over, symptoms like anxiety sometimes lessen. Hack number 2, distractions and games. This really works for me. I've downloaded a lot of brain games, I call them, on my phone. I'll link some of the apps below in the description. This is not an advertisement in any way. These are just some games that have worked for me. And what I do whenever I'm having anxiety, usually I pick either a puzzle game or some kind of action game, because I get to either mentally or physically, you're playing a game, but physically just get out all of my anxious energy. I always have a notepad to where I can play something or scribble or doodle. It's a great distraction, especially when you're using your hands, because your hands can outsource a lot of energy that's trapped up here. So that's also a really great option. 3, self-care. Everybody does self-care differently. You can relax, you can do your nails. If you're a boy or a girl, you should know typically what your favorite self-care hacks are. So definitely practice those, because if you're feeling good about yourself and you're doing nice things about yourself, chances are you will be calmer and more zen and happier. Hack number 4, gum and peppermints. This might be just a me-centered hack, but I'm gonna share it for anyone that wants to try it. So when I get panic attacks and when I get anxiety, my mouth gets all dry, and when I start noticing the symptoms, my brain spirals even more. So what I do is I always have gum or mints or some kind of peppermint oil with me, and that way it takes that feeling away from my mouth. It just gives me something to focus on. Peppermint is such an invigorating taste that when you expose it to yourself, whether it's aromatically or through taste, your body just naturally focuses on that. So it's a great type of distraction, and it's healthy. Well, I mean, unless you're eating a peppermint cake, but then that kind of goes with self-care. Hack number 5, finding a task to do. Okay, this definitely goes back along with that, getting off that nervous energy. For me, usually when I'm having a panic attack and I'm at a place where I'm able to, I clean out my purse. I always sleep with my purse right next to my bed, and my purse is always a trash bag for anyone that knows me. Doesn't matter what kind of task it is, just something that is kind of mindless, like you know how to clean. Cleaning's a great anxiety hack. Number 6, brainstorming and idea formulating. When you access the creative part of your brain, it's a great way to calm down the parts of your brain that are anxious. What I usually do when I'm anxious is I always carry a notepad with me, or something that I can write on and something I can write with. And I always just write down crazy ideas, or sometimes they're just free ideas, like what kind of products I would like to create, or TV show ideas, or I don't know, any kind of random things I would like to invent, or things I'd like to try, or I just come up with outfit ideas. Those are also a really good idea. Hack 7, laying down with a pet. Most people that have pets already know this to be true, but maybe when you're having anxiety or having a panic attack, you don't necessarily think about laying down with your pets as calming. But they say, calm down, let's be nice to each other. But they say that animals can be very therapeutic. Hack number 8, finding your favorite source of laughter. So whether that is your favorite TV show, or calling a friend, or reading a funny book, or you have a joke book or something, those are definitely great options. I know for me and my best friend, we love the Golden Girls, so whenever I'm having a panic attack, I usually try and find a Golden Girls episode on YouTube, and I watch that really quickly. Hack number 9, reaching out to a friend. So I know sometimes when we're feeling really anxious, we kind of want to keep it to ourselves, and we don't really feel like reaching out to people, whether that's because we're ashamed or embarrassed, or it's just something that we're not used to, but I highly recommend it. What I do, some of my closest friends who know that I struggle with panic disorders, they already know all my deets, so I don't really have to explain myself every time when I'm having a panic attack. I just say, I'm really freaking out right now. And they have a system of things that they do, and I absolutely love them for it, and I could not have a better support system. But I definitely encourage everybody to find that support system, whether it's one person, 2, or 3. It really helps. Really, really helps. And you help them too, when they can see your experiences and see how you handle them. And hack number 10 is psychiatric help and medication. I know it's kind of a taboo back and forth topic, whether psychiatric medicine is good or bad. There are many pros and cons of it, but sometimes there is a chemical imbalance in your brain that causes anxiety, and that needs to be tended to. And even if that's not through medicine, it can be through psychological help, it can be through therapy. You should never be ashamed for asking for help. I know it's a weird thing, and people sometimes make us feel bad about that, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't at all, but they do. And but it's really fine. You're allowed to ask for help. Actually, you're encouraged to ask for help. And I can tell you from experience that while I've definitely developed these hacks by dealing with anxiety on my own, I definitely would not be where I am today had I not had the help that I need and the medication that I need. So do with that what you will, but that is definitely one of the strongest hacks that I recommend if anxiety is something that is a constant battle for you, because it's not fun and nobody likes it. So these are my 10 hacks for anxiety. I hope you found something that works for you. And if you have any of your own anxiety hacks, I would love to see them. So you can please comment them below, and I would love to read them. Thank you for watching. And this is video number 1 in my mental health series. And stay tuned for the next upload.
Hi, my name is Lila. Thank you for subscribing to my mom's videos. Love you so much. Bye, guys.